Juicy beef meatballs, tender kale and toasted pine nuts. The perfect autumn pasta that's quick, comforting and full of flavour. So let's get started. You need a pan on a high heat, and to that we're going to add olive oil and then straight in with one onion that I've finely sliced, and we just want to cook that down. Our onion's softening down nicely. Now's the time to add in your garlic, and I've got 3 cloves here which I've finely diced. And then I like a little bit of heat in mine, so I'm adding some dried chilli flakes, half a teaspoon there. While that's doing that, we'll move on to the rest of our meatball mix. And here I've got 75 grams of breadcrumbs. These are fresh breadcrumbs I've made myself. And I've got some milk here. I'm just going to add a bit there. You just want to soften these down with that milk. I then want some parmesan cheese in there, a couple of tablespoons in there, mix that through as well. And your beef. And here I've got 500 grams, and this is 15% fat. You could go less, it's just that's what I had in. Get your onion and garlic and straight into your mix. And you just want to mix all this in and just grab some of your mix, and you want to make these into really nice little meatballs. Something about that sort of size. You don't want them too big. Meatballs are all made up. They've been in the fridge for 30 minutes, just taken them out, and there are loads of them. I lost count. I did try to count them for you. I got to 50. What you want to do now is get your pasta on. Today, we're going to be using orecchietti. And while that pasta's bubbling away, we can move on and cook up our meatballs and the other goodies that are going to go in here. So in the same pan that we cooked the onion, garlic, and chili in, I'm just going to add a little bit more olive oil. And then I'm just doing it as one portion for me at this stage. Just want to gently fry these off on a low heat. Just browning up nicely. We're going to go in now with garlic clove, which I've just sliced, and let that just cook out for another minute. To that then, pine nuts, and then next our kale. So you want a good handful. And then what I've done is I've just taken some of the pasta water out while it's boiling away, and I want to add some of that. Effectively what we're going to do is almost steam this kale in there. A lid on it, and we're going to leave that for a good 3 to 4 minutes. Meatballs and the kale is all now cooked through, and our pasta is ready. Let's take that lid off. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. And what you'll see is it's nicely wilted down. So now let's go in with our orecchietti, the rest of our parmesan cheese. My meatball and kale orecchietti pasta with pine nuts. That is very, very good. If someone put that in front of you, you definitely wouldn't be disappointed. Until next time, it's cooking good.